Hi, my name is Gosia Kuszewski. I'm a naturopath and herbalist, and I have been practicing now for over 30 years. I absolutely love what I do, and I love helping people. What I really like to do is getting to the root of the problem rather than just putting a band-aid or overprescribed supplements. That's why I spend a lot of time researching, learning, and making sure that the products I recommend are the highest quality. In today's presentation, I would like to talk about cellular health and what can we do to lower chronic inflammation. So most of you know that chronic inflammation is the root of every disease, and I see that every day in my practice, that people are tired, that they're achy, they've got digestive issues, brain fog, joint pain, they can't lose weight. There's lots of issues with inflammation. And we all know that our diet and stress and toxins and, sleep deprivation, all those things contribute to it. But the most important thing which causes inflammation in the first place is the balance of omega-6 to omega-3 oils. And this is what I would like to discuss today in this presentation. So again, we're asking the question, how can we reduce this chronic inflammation? The chronic inflammation starts within the cell because the cells are made of omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. And that ratio between omega-6 and 3 is crucial because omega-6 creates inflammation and omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. So they have to balance each other in order to stop that chronic inflammation. And so this is a sample or picture of unhealthy cell. And that happens when we've got too much omega-6 in ratio to omega-3. So on the outside, we can see a membrane, which is hard and rigid and it's not permeable. And so the nutrients, they cannot get in properly. And the cell is not capable of producing energy. And then the waste cannot slowly get out. So the cell gets all congested and inflamed. On the other hand, when we've got the right ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, which should be 3 to 1, the cell membrane is soft and flexible and it flows nicely. And then the nutrients can get in, the oxygen, water nicely gets in, the energy is produced, and then the waste can easily get out. So that's how the cell should work. And that's where we lower our inflammation. So the question is, why do we have such an imbalance of omega-6 to omega-3? Because all the clients that I've seen, they've got way too high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. So it all is dependent on our diet. And it's very, very easy to eat omega-6 in excess because those are the vegetable oils, the seed oils, canola and sunflower, and they are everywhere. They are in our biscuits and crackers and when we eat the restaurants, but they are also good omega-6, such eggs and good quality butter or good quality free-range chicken or seeds and nuts. They are good omega-6. However, it's very easy to have a lot of omega-6. On the other hand, omega-3 is not that easy to get. We get omega-3 from fatty fish like salmons and sardines and also chia seeds and flax seeds. But this is the reason why it's so crucial to supplement with omega-3. But first, before I talk about the supplements, we want to know what is our ratio. So the Zinzino has a test which is called balance test, which is brilliant. I love this test. It's a very simple test which everyone can do at home. You don't have to see a practitioner to do this test. And this test measures all fatty acids. There is 11 of them in total. And it measures that ratio of omega-6 to 3, but also other fatty acids which are crucial. So we're getting 6 different health markers and dietary recommendations. There's over 20 pages of this amazing test. So here I've got sample of the test, just one page. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. So in this case, someone has very uneven ratio. We can see 27 to 1. So it's omega-6 are through the roof, and it should be 3-to-1. So that even one page shows us that not only that this person has very high omega-6, but we also can see the third one from the top on the right says cell membrane fluidity. That's what I was talking about earlier. And it shows that that is really unbalanced. The arrow points to the red. And that's because the cell membrane is hard and rigid and the nutrients are not getting in. And that's why this person will be very highly inflamed. So now I would love to talk about my favorite subject, which is balance oil. And this balance oil is amazing supplement. And it's because it's not just the fish oil. The reason this is so different to any other omega-3 supplement that I've seen before is because there is 60% of fish oil and 40% of olive oil. And the olive oil is rich in polyphenols, and those polyphenols are very strong antioxidants. And those antioxidants protect the fish oil from getting rancid. And that's why this is the most important thing I want you to remember from this presentation, that this is the difference between this oil and any other oil, that this oil is not rancid or oxidized. And most omega-3 supplements actually are, because they don't have that protection. I love that formula, and it's the fish comes from very good quality fish, and the olive oil is pre-harvest from premium green olives, which are very high quality as well. So here is more about balance oil. As I've mentioned, they have polyphenols to prevent that oxidation, which is super important. They've got omega-3, which is so good for us, EPA, DHA, DPA. They've got vitamin D and E. The flavoring is natural, derived from citrus. So it's a brilliant quality, very good oil. We also have premium oil. That premium oil with the black label is a little more expensive, but it's because it is more concentrated. And that oil contains more polyphenols, and the same, it has vitamin D and E and the omega-3. The next oil is Aqua X. That is specially designed for people who are having difficulties to digest, like if someone doesn't have gallbladder, or if someone has difficulties digesting fats, that oil would be more suited. We also have vegan oil, and that vegan oil is made from algae, and it also contains vegan form of vitamin D, vitamin E, and it's all natural. If someone doesn't like the oil, we also have capsules called Ascent. And those capsules are also 4 times more concentrated in polyphenols, the same like the oil with the black, premium oil with the black label. And it also contains vitamin D and E and omega-3, very potent capsules. And here I would like to stop a little bit to talk about polyphenols. Polyphenols, they are very high in green olives, and they have so many benefits. They are very powerful antioxidants. They have anti-inflammatory benefits. They help with cholesterol and blood pressure, and they're excellent for our heart. And a lot of people are saying, yes, I'm using olive oil in my cooking, but it's all about the quality. When you're taking balance oil, some people tell me that they're noticing this little taste at the back of the throat, little bitter taste. And that's what indicates that olive oil is very high in polyphenols, and it's actually very good quality. So here we've got 18 health claims approved by European Food and Safety Association. And so they listing that the balance oil is brilliant for brain function and heart function and immune function, and for our vision, our teeth, our bones, to normalize blood pressure. I've seen incredible results with that oil, especially for the brain function. So I've seen effects for in children, let's say in ADHD, autism, for anxiety, depression, foggy brain, dementia. It's brilliant for the brain. DHA is the most important nutrient for the brain, and we cannot produce it, and that's why it's such a good idea to get it in a supplement form. It's also brilliant for the heart. The heart is obviously needs a good supply of the blood. Our circulation is obviously super important. And what the balance oil is doing, that it helps to oxygenate our blood, and it makes red blood cells more healthy, so the heart functions much better. It also helps to absorb and utilize calcium and phosphorus for our skeletal system. And it's very, very important for our blood cholesterol and blood pressure. And it's crucial for development of the baby's brain. So all the pregnant women should be on it. It's a really a great supplement to give to pregnant women and to babies. So in summary, I would like to encourage you to do the balance test, because it's so good to know what is your ratio. Then you know how your cells are working. And also to reduce the intake of processed seed oil such as canola, sunflower, processed oil. Anything that you buy in a packet will have seed oil. So be very cautious with that. It's really good to increase your omega-3 fatty fish and seeds like chia and linseed, and supplement with balance oil. As I've explained earlier, it's the best quality oil on the market. So this leads us to the end of the presentation, and I hope that this was informative for you, that you've learned something new today, especially about the balance oil and balance test. I've got more information on my website, detoxhouse.com.au, and I also included my email address, gosha@detoxhouse.com.au. If you've got any question, please feel free to send me email. So I would love if you could share this presentation with your family and friends, because that balance oil is a supplement which everybody needs.